How to turn a granny quilt into a sweater. For this project, you will need your sewing supplies and sewing machine. You'll also need a crocheted quilt such as this one, often called a granny quilt. The quilt should be no wider than your arm span. Fold the quilt in half and cut at the fold line. Place one of your own sweaters or sweatshirts with roomy sleeves on the blanket like so. Trace along the outside edge of your garment, leaving about 1 inch for seam allowance. Notice how the upper edge of the blanket will create the neckline. Now, cut on the lines that you just drew. Turn the two pieces so their right sides are touching. Pin at the edges. Now sew along the left side body, the right side body, the left upper edge, and then the right upper edge. If you like this open-armed look, all you have to do is turn up the bottom of the sweater and put a hem where you'd like it to be, and you're done. If you'd like to put cuffs on your sweater, like I've done on mine, there's a couple of ways to do it. The easiest thing to do is use the cuffs of an old sweatshirt or sweater. Cut them off about 1/2 inch from the seam. You can also make your own cuffs by cutting a rectangle out of an old t-shirt. Make sure you cut the rectangle portrait style like in the illustration to keep the stretchiest part of the t-shirt going around your body. How big should your rectangle be? Find one of your own garments with a cuff. Make sure it's one that fits you. When you fold the t-shirt rectangle, it should be about 1/4 inch wider than the cuff on your garment. And the length of that rectangle should be a little over 2 times the length of that beloved cuff. With the wrong side facing out, fold the rectangle lengthwise. Stretching the fabric ever so slightly, sew along the long side of the rectangle. Fold the cuff down like so. With right sides together, pin the side seams of the sweater to the cuff. Fold and pin the sweater in little pleats all around the edge until the armhole opening is still bigger than the cuff, but the cuff can stretch to be the same size as the sweater. Stretch the cuff and sweater over the free arm of your sewing machine. Simultaneously finessing the pleats under the presser foot and muscling all the material around the free arm, sew the stretched cuff to the sweater at the opening. If you haven't done so already, turn up the bottom of the sweater to where you want it, hem it, and you're done.